Topic is use of restraints. In all instances, an inmate being moved should be handcuffed when two or more inmates are transported. Each must be secured to the another. In no case should an inmate be handcuffed in any part of vehicle during transit or to avoid being trapped in case of an accident. Use additional restraints or limited restraints for special needs when necessary should be authorized. Techniques in handcuffing. Reposition thumbs up, palms out, double lock, keyhole spacing up, and used for hostile or violent inmates or ginagamit sa marahas na inmate. Thumbs down, palms out, double lock, keyhole spacing up, used for general population o ginagamit para sa lahat. Guidelines for using restraint. Never place a restrained inmate in an area where unrestrained inmates are located, or wag daw ilalagay ang isang bilanggo na nakakadena sa lugar kung nasaan merong mga bilanggo. Never handcuff inmate without double locking both handcuffs. So, wag daw magpoposas ng walang dobling lock. Never handcuff male inmate with a female inmate. Wag daw magpo-pose na male na may kasamang babae. Never handcuff an adult inmate with a juvenile inmate. Wag daw magpo-poses ng adult ipalang minor o minor na nakaposes. Never handcuff a maximum risk inmate with a medium or maximum risk inmate. Wag daw maximum risk ay yung may mas mapanganib kung sasama sa hindi masyadong mapanganib na inmate. Observe right to right, left to left when facing handcuff. I-observe daw yung kanan o left to left when facing the handcuff. And letter G is restraint shall be never used for punishment. Unrestrained daw ay she's never be used hindi lang siya pang punishment or used for punishment. Special concerns. Innocent root o sakit habang naglalakbay o nagkasakit siya habang naglalakbay. In the event that an inmate becomes gravely unwell en route, there is no medical assistance available to escort personnel shall make an arrangement for a medical examination at the nearest government hospital or medical facility. So, kung nagsakit daw ang isang inmate habang during transportation, ang escort daw is mag-examine siya ng nearest o mas malapit na hospital or medical facility. B. The escort personnel shall be contact the chief escort or officer of the day for further instruction. And ang escort personnel daw ay kakontakin niya yung chief escort or officer of the day for instruction. C. Should an escort personnel become ill during transport, the escort shall be secure the inmates in nearest jail public station. Immediately notify the escort or officer of the day. Step number 2 is escape. If an inmate escape during transport, the escort personnel should be exhaust all means possible, immediately apprehend the inmate. Gagawin daw lahat ng escort personnel na upang mahuli agad ang apprehend the inmate. B. If more than one inmate is being transported, at least one personnel should remain with the inmate still in custody. If more than isa daw transported o higit sa isa, at least one personnel daw may iwan mananatili sa custody. C. The escort personnel shall notify the nearest law enforcement unit and chief escort as soon as possible. Ang escort personnel ay maghanap ang pinakamalamit na unit na law enforcement as soon as possible. D. Personnel should remain the vicinity of the place where escape happened to assist local law enforcement units or mananatili daw ang isang personnel kung saan naganap ang pagdakas. In the event that an attempted escape has fired in the public place, escort personnel shall not fire warning shots if time and opportunity allows and no other person is near the escape. The personnel may shot provided and verbal warning was made prior to discharge of the firearm. If ang inmate ay tumakas na malapit sa public o maraming tao, hindi daw pwedeng magpaputok or not fire warning shot. Pero pag may opportunity allows no other person near the escape, the personnel may shoot provided with a verbal warning. Thank you.